Раз, два, три. Раз, два, три. Все, окей. Посмотрим, что нам покажут наши дорогие японские друзья. Такое качество-то галимое, ребята, это ж вообще... Так, первый трейлер. Пошел. Чё это? God of War на стене висит плакат. Мишима Дзайбацу. Это такая аллегория на то, что идет такая шахматная война между Xbox и PlayStation. Кто чем удивит. Что-то негр какой-то косоглазый. Блядь.
I'm Jim Ryan, President and CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, and welcome to the PlayStation Showcase. At PlayStation, we believe in pushing boundaries and setting the benchmark for creativity and excellence in entertainment. We always love the opportunity to speak directly with our community. The new technology in PS5 enables development teams to build more exciting, immersive and compelling worlds, showcasing their creative vision as storytellers. We've never been more grateful for the PlayStation community. So thank you for allowing us time to share some significant updates and brand new content. So without further ado, let's look at some new and amazing
Давайте
games.
поменьше слов, больше дела. Давайте посмотрим на новые и офигенные тайтлы. Ну давайте посмотрим. Ну, Lucasfilm, понятно, Звездные войны. Мандалорец. Не актуальный геймплей, просто заставка будет. Да, Star Wars, ты прав. Скорее всего, джедайская эта хрень какая-то. Да, Knights of Old Republic, да. Много кто ее ждет, это РПГшка. Я не жду. Легенда переделана под PlayStation 5. Ремейк, короче. Ремастер. Платный, скорее всего. Это, короче, РПГ про джедаев. Игра не новая, ее просто замиксовали, вот сделали ремастер под PlayStation 5. Да. Ёпта-баба. Это Final Fantasy, скорее всего, нет? Нет, ошибаюсь. Это другая баба. Ты думаешь? А чё она на себя не похожа? В космосе такая, молодец вообще. Наша мать на небе защищает землю. Да, тоже что-то такое кажется. Пафосная японская движуха.
이제 저희가 다시 내려와 남은 목숨 끝까지 바쳐 싸울 것을 맹세하오. 부디 저희의 죄를 사하여 주시고 저희를 거두어 주시고 저희를 유혹에 빠지지 않게 하소서. 지하 시설 방공호 같은 건가?
여긴 지하철역이야. 사람들을 태우고 거미줄처럼 도시를 누비던 교통수단. 다 지난 얘기지만 말이야.
Кровяк, смотри. Ну да, на Devil May Cry, кстати, что-то смотрю. Только здесь телка бьет какую-то. И вот эти вездесущие глаза, везде эти глаза. Байохазард прям везде, Япония.
그날 이후 지성의 도시들은 모두 예비처럼 폐허가 됐어. 잘난 신분들은 우주로 달아나고 나간 놈들은 이곳에 버려졌지.
Не интересная история, не моя.
마더스피어의 구원을 아직 기다리고 있는 거야.
이브 조심해. 전방에서 뭔가가. 문 무너지겠어.
Ну и всякая дичь типа вот боссов, как из Бионетта и вот это. И музыка такая, как в Devil May Cry.
뭐 살살 가고 놀았지.
뭐야?
함장이다.
여기야.
Да. Именно поэтому я что-то как-то не могу начать в финалку играть. Но тут кровища, конечно, немало. Такая прям жесть. Project Eve.
당신이 왜 이곳에?
Проект Ева.
설마. 이브, 저건 알파 네이티브야.
Йошимицу. Да. Gearbox что-то.
Darkness washes over the land. Dun dun dun.
Голос знакомый, как у этой, у Ферра Торрес, Mortal Kombat 10-го. Ферра была там. Medieval, что ли?
Your party of heroes can't stop me.
Who's ready to rickety roleplay? Spoiler? It's you, baby.
Понятно, тоже не моя история. Графоний как в Borderlands. Cel-shaded графика. Не моя вообще история.
You know, some of you may be asking,
Да, на
why are there
Borderlands
guns in a
похоже.
fantasy world? And I am just so glad you asked because shut up your face and get shooting!
Такая хрень. Не, ну мы-то ждем дальнейших трейлеров, которые нам в конце обязательно покажут. Я очень жду Рагнарёк. А еще хочу посмотреть на VR 2, если его покажут, будет вообще прекрасно. Да.
You ready, newbie?
Time for character sheets, baby!
Wonderlands Все понятно. От создателей Borderlands.
No end credit scene here. This ain't no super duper hero movie.
От создателей, короче, Borderlands вышло Wonderlands. Так, что это у нас? Square Enix.
I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal. Real big deal. We are getting out of the city, Homer. I promise we'll go somewhere that loves cats.
Ну, прикольно, прикольно. Человек-паук у них уже, считай, есть.
Clean air,
Ну, точнее.
bright skies.
Очень похож на Опять герой женщина, азиатка негроидного происхождения. Я уверен, она феминистка и лесбиянка такой еще. А еще, скорее всего, инвалид.
Wait, stop!
Но графон неплохой, весьма. Вау.
Where on earth is this?
Да, круто.
Africa.
Who's there?
And technically not Earth. Well, not what you would call Earth, anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself!
Show myself. I've shown.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm.
На твоей руке, я на твоей руке, привет.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop. Did I just do that?
We did.
I just moved it with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, kill jacked up beasts, I'll probably fly next.
No, you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there's a line. Our land suffers. You are the only
Понятно,
hope we have.
супербаба, короче.
Special. You're the one that's planning on facing off with Sylar.
Tanta Sylar is the strongest and most formidable of all the Tantas.
Не, ну, графика хороша.
You will be
мне
doing our land a great service by killing her.
Только такой, знаешь, это инсомниаковский подход к игре. А, Forspoken, да, вот это вот как раз. Вот, тоже супергерой а-ля этот самый.
Frey. No name for a demon. I am the one you seek. The one and only Tanta Sylar.
Ё-моё. Ну, понятно. Неплохо, но не ждал почему-то.
For decades, Team Rainbow has been the shield against the worst global threats imaginable.
Rainbow Six, что ли?
Hostage situations, biological weapons, the threat of nuclear war.
Это Rainbow Six.
Now, we face the greatest terror
Ubisoft представляет.
our world has ever known.
Extraction. Про заражение, короче. Любят они эту хрень в последнее время. Любой издатель уже делает про этих зомби, про тварей, про хрень.
If we want a shot at tomorrow, we will move as one. We will think as one. We will do whatever it takes. As one. Together, we We enter the unknown.
Олег, мы в это играли миллиард раз.
Together we fight for our future.
Во многих играх, только Call of Duty в режиме, да, там помню, против инопланетян мы там играли. Ничего нового вообще, ничего нового. Ну да, баррикады ставишь, а так я ничего нового не вижу. Всякая такая подзалупная хрень, ее надо валить. У каждого свои способности. Жирный обязательно взорвется или заблюет все. Будет какой-нибудь с длинным языком, типа лизуна. Еще какая-нибудь хрень. Ничего нового. Epic Games. Это Алан Вейк. Это Алан Вейк для PlayStation. Я его давно хотел поиграть на Xbox 360. Но вот сейчас на 5-й плоти поиграю. Первый раз на PlayStation.
Last night I woke up to a nightmare. I was missing a week. What had happened to me? I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it. With it, I could save myself. I could save Alice.
Графон, конечно, старый, но... Игра...
Ducky, pleased to meet you.
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Я читал, да, но видосики не смотрел. 5 октября. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. GTA, понятно.
Hello, Franklin.
What's up?
Мы с 13-го года в этой движухе. Я не понимаю, зачем это все. Сетевая дрочильня, как обычно.
I gotta run now, okay?
All right, bye, babe.
Можно переключаться между персонажами.
Oh, man, speed up.
Да еще очень много.
I think we're gonna literally make out like bandits on it.
Вот если бы они ее отдублировали на русский, я бы еще подумал. А так, нахер не нужно. Народ вообще ждет тизера 6-й GTA. Наивные люди. В марте 22-го GTA выйдет. А, понятно. Это про этих призраков всяких летающих. От создателей, кстати, от создателя Resident Evil. Как он там? Забыл его. Но это полная, конечно, шляпа.
Critical work. People always decry the truth when forced to face it. Still your fear. I will be her salvation.
Mari!
The time is nigh. The world rests on the precipice of transformation.
Это будет вообще такой рак мозга, реально.
A new age will dawn.
Ghostwire, господи. Ghostwire только. Сейчас презентация закончится, помоешь. Закапаешь святой воды в глаза. Ну, это понятно. Это будет дополнение к Мстителям, куда добавят Человека-паука от компании Sony.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Стражи Галактики.
You came here seeking truth. Rejoice. The matriarch wishes to share it with you. United in the light of belief, all suffering, all grief will end. Oh! What's wrong with you?
Oh, I think I'm having a heart attack.
Cease this at once.
Fine. Cosmo! How you doing, buddy?
Grand Unifier Raker, leader of the Church of Truths.
During that ritual with the priests, they kept talking about a promise.
It was like they were drinking funky juice or something.
Or joined the cult.
So let us investigate for you.
Короче, это будет DLS, я так понимаю.
Not fun kind with Bob.
Ничего. Она, по-моему, не вышла.
Long time no see.
The current probability of defeating
The Universal Church of Truth is
0.3%.
Is that bad? It sounds bad.
It is.
I hope you've got one hell of a speech plan, Peter.
That makes two of us. Follow me!
Если она не дублированная, тоже можно не играть. Я бы хотел дубляцию. За игры по full прайсу играть на английском с субтитрами это.
By rejecting the promise, you have proven yourselves unworthy, and you must be destroyed.
О, енотик.
That was completely intentional. The Milano's on her way. Thanks, bud.
О. Ну ёпа мать, опять дрочильня. Про вампиров, короче. Я понял. Что-то там маскарад или как он там назывался. Короче, как темный мир фильм в свое время был. Огонь, говно нарисован вообще. Да, Blood Hunt. Кровавая охота на PlayStation 5. К концу 2021 года. Ну, это инди. Это этот Deathloop опять. Или я ошибаюсь? Да. Это Deathloop, который тоже нафиг
The Visionaries. 8 geniuses who painted up a prison and named it Freedom. Locked us all in one repeating day. Their eternity. An endless party that you can never leave.
I am a storm rolling round and round.
Вниз в кроличью нору.
Place is supposed to be unforgettable. A bunch of spaced out science nerds, brainwashed cultists flinging bombs, whatever these guys are doing, all spewing Eon's bullshit. So how come I don't remember shit? This Party Island hangover is not my thing. My thing is answers. Who are these people? What do they want with me? And why is she always one step ahead? Come on, Colt. You gotta put this together. Somebody built this place. Somebody's sending me these messages from the future, the past, whenever. And some jackass wrecked every plane out here. Is this a contest for them? Some type of experiment? How does this time loop work?
Короче, он в этой временной петле будет постоянно подыхать. Даже, говорит, самолеты сломали везде, чтобы не свалили.
Is that?
Да, один шлаг сыграл.
Damn, I look good. I've imagined myself a way out.
Кому это надо?
Gonna break this time loop before it breaks me.
Сегодня в группе читал PlayStation, там писали: Sony, пожалуйста, только давайте без Deathloop. Это чё? И сделано как на ВХС-кассете. Все понятно, исходя из разработчиков. Не ре. Какая-то хрень. Инди-шлак. VR-ку-то нам хер покажет, конечно. Я бы хотел. Понятненько. Прям одни из нас, ремастер. Понимаю твои эмоции, я тоже смотрю и бываю.
Kalau cumna Philip Meapur.
Meaji?
Пэмуна нявак. Ити янгазо икуху.
Может, для австралийцев зайдет игрушка.
Анаши, но за день не напет.
Че улети.
Чья? Да, не говори. Прям свечевая такая хрень. Вот это уже интересно.
The biggest pirate treasure of all time is within our grasp.
И...
The Tusk of Ganesh? Now that's not an easy find.
Ебать.
Last I checked, we're all a bunch of thieves digging around with
Отдают они на ПК, короче. Ну об этом в новостях еще писали инсайдеры, что на ПК выйдет концерт.
It's what they deserve.
Are you ready to seek your fortune?
Жалко, конечно, что не эксклюзив.
I'm Herman Hulst, head of PlayStation Studios. PlayStation Studios, at its heart, is a diverse and passionate group of storytellers at our collective of AAA studios all across the globe.
PlayStation Studio — это студия, которая рассказывает интересные, охеренные истории.
As creators, PlayStation 5 gives us the opportunity to push the boundaries of storytelling even further.
Короче, PS5
Our world-class
раздвигает
development
границы,
teams at PlayStation
бла-бла-бла.
Studios have already delivered such incredible gaming experiences for PS5, and we're only just getting started. As you'll see today with the lineup of exclusive games coming for PlayStation Studios, we're going to continue to drive innovation, advance gaming, while always embracing the legacy of PlayStation and creating games that matter, games that you're not going to find anywhere else. Enjoy.
Сейчас будет блиц, наверное. Ну давай посмотрим от студии Insomnia. Это Спайдермен, который попадает в Марвел, в Мстителей, точнее. Эксклюзивный персонаж от Sony, стопудово они его запихают во Мстителей. Там же куча споров с этим Человеком-пауком. Но я могу ошибаться. О-хо-хо-хо-хо. Wolverine, прикинь. Я 100 лет у него, помню, играл еще, по-моему, на 3-й Соньке, что ли, Wolverine. Он еще там тоже коцался весь. Ну, это, сам понимаешь, что это Гран Туризмо 7. Не удивляет, как раньше, вообще никак. О. 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 Вот это интересно. Бля, вот это пиздато, это пиздато. Фоторежим. Да. охуенно сделано. О-хо-хо! Офигеть! Игра берет тем, что это симулятор, а не простая аркада. Вот мне нравится очень Horizon, да, у Xbox. Но это... Так, что это? Вот написано, что footage взят прям с PlayStation 5 движка.
For as long as I can remember, I have looked for an equal.
Это Infamous?
One who could
кстати. Ну вот, я про него и говорил.
One who could surprise me. One who could even beat me. Yet all I found is disappointment.
Веном, что ли? Да ну на.
One of you finally gave me what I desire.
Веном? Да, сука, Веном, охуеть! Вот это компиляция, потому что Spider-Man 2 полноценная часть, потому что права принадлежат Sony, и я так и думал, что рано или поздно они их это, хотя бы в игру заявят. Бля, заебись. Судя по ветерку, Рагнарёк, нет? Да, сука! Да, сука! Охуеть! Я опять угадал. Подрос. Сынулька.
Time is running out. The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming.
Война грядет,
My story
Рагнарёк.
doesn't end hiding in these woods. I should be out there, finding out who I am, who Loki is.
Подрос.
I will not allow you to pick a fight with gods.
I don't want to fight
О,
anymore.
она живая?
I just want answers.
And if those answers lead to war with Asgard,
Maybe that's what Mother wanted.
we do not know what Mother wanted.
Well, I recognize that dour expression anywhere.
Мимир прекрасен, как всегда.
Odin's got tricks up his sleeve we haven't dared to consider.
What if there was someone who could help us?
You mean Tyr, the old god of war in these lands, who is dead.
Well,
А я
a
почему-то
dead man,
подумал, что
Odin
он...
seemed pretty keen on seeing he wasn't found.
If he's out there, we gotta find him.
Come in.
О, старый добрый, мелкий.
Speed that happened to him.
We're trying to stop Ragnarok, to help people. And what if the only way to do that is war?
War is not the only way.
Stop thinking like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general.
No! You seem like a calm and reasonable person.
Ну покажите хоть Тора-то, ребят.
Calm and reasonable person.
О! Я опять угадал. Я опять угадал.
In moments of crisis, panic does nothing. Harness it. Let it serve you.
Tyr!
Are you coming with us?
We'll get your answer soon enough. Well, some of them.
Да, охренеть. Не-не-не. Еще сейчас будет через 3, 2, 1. А, дату не сказали специально. 23-й год, 22-й год. Весна, скорее всего. Смотрим, что это.
Unbelievable. Yes, yes, inconceivable. See myself as fairly reasonable. But at times I can be stubborn, so if I have to, I will rock the boat. I don't tend to take the easy road.
Олег, и так понятно, что это будет 22-й. Не в конце года, да. Сейчас, прикинь, в конце ролика покажет VR 2 мельком. 100%. Я уже столько угадал. Блядь, и Венома, и Тора, и Рагнарёк.
Well, I recognize that dour expression anywhere.
Согласен.
And that was the PlayStation Showcase. We've got more info and updates coming right now, and I'm in fact joined by no less than PlayStation Studios head Herman Hulst. Herman, really strong showing here from PlayStation Studios tonight, including an awesome new look at GT7 and finally a release date.
GT7 is coming in March, and I don't think fans are going to be disappointed with what Yamauchi-san and Polyphony have been working on. And what we're doing with GT7 is we're pulling from the entire history of the franchise, taking some of the best features into GT7. GT campaign, arcade missions, all that good stuff. And I got a chance to play, and it just looks and plays sensationally. The haptics, the vibrations, you feel the rolls, the pull and the weight of the different cars. I'll tell you, the one thing that I personally really liked is the braking variations through the adaptive triggers. That really kind of makes you feel like you're an incredible racer, and for me, that's great.
Great to hear that about GT7. I can't wait to play that, but I also really wanted to talk about Insomniac. I mean, this is a studio that is absolutely on fire the last year, maybe 18 months with Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ratchet & Clank, A Rift Apart, and now two big reveals tonight in the form of Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Marvel's Wolverine. It's kind of a shock. You work really closely with Insom, Herman, so what can you tell us about just why Insom gets so fired up about the Marvel Universe?
I mean, Sid, you said it, Insomniac are on fire. They've been just so productive. And I think the team in Insomniac, they're really always challenging themselves to raise the bar with their approach to storytelling and craftsmanship. And it's really evident in the consistently high quality of games that they've been delivering over the years. I think on top of that, they really prize collaboration amongst their team. And that collaboration that also extends to the way that they work with other PlayStation teams, but also their work with their great partners at Marvel. And that collaboration resulted in the amazing first two Marvel Spider-Man games. And I know that Insomniac are extremely excited to be further expanding the universe into Marvel Spider-Man 2 now. And they're also going to be raising the bar again, you know, in terms of immersion, action, visual fidelity. I think Marvel Spider-Man 2 will be a spectacular showpiece for gaming. And they're also so thrilled to then bring gamers an emotional and a suspenseful journey into Marvel's Wolverine. I think that PlayStation fans are really going to be in for a treat over the next few years.
Very cool, very exciting times, and on multiple fronts. Tonight, we also got our first big look at God of War Ragnarok. Herman, what can you tell us about where Santa Monica Studio is going with this one?
You know, like many of the fans, I'm personally really invested in the relationship between Kratos and Atreus. We got to see in the trailer that there's some real tension brewing between them as Ragnarok approaches, so, you know, I can't wait for players to see how that relationship between them evolves. And You gotta trust me when I say that Santa Monica Studio have prepared quite a few twists and turns for players as they set up the finale of the Norse saga in God of War Ragnarok.
We're gonna get an update on God of War Ragnarok from Santa Monica Studio here in just a moment. But before you go, Herman, I wanted to get your take on Horizon Forbidden West. Now, we've learned that this one is coming out in February. I am sure that by this point you have played it. So what has jumped out to you? What can you tell us about the game?
I've had a chance to play the game on PS4 and PS5. It looks great on both. For PS5, the level of detail on Aloy, her kids, their lighting, it's just exceptional. Even more amazing because the environments have so much going on too. From the ruins of San Francisco to those new underwater areas, everything just looks breathtaking. And it loads really fast because of the SSD. Plus, the combat in the game offers so much variety. It's all based on player choice, there's so many cool weapons and tools, and when you combine these together, that comes in really handy when you're dealing with the new machines. PS5, the haptic feedback on the controller, I think in my mind really adds to the experience, you know, when you're firing arrows and the other ammo. You know, the team at Gorilla, I know them so well, I'm super proud of them. They're creating something incredibly special, and I just can't wait for gamers to get the next chapter of Aloy's adventure in their hands.
Thanks for the update, Herman. We're joined now by Eric and Corey from Santa Monica Studio, and I wanted to check in with you two on the big announcement we saw just a few minutes ago, God of War Ragnarok. We finally got our first big look at it. And actually, Eric, I wanted to start with you. You've been involved with every single God of War, including 2018's God of War. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, Sid. I've been with the studio since 2004 in many different capacities, working with both Santa Monica and Randy at Dawn on the God of War franchise. And I don't know why, but they thought it'd be a good idea to say, hey, you want to direct this one? So that's what I'm doing. I'm directing God of War Ragnarok, or as Corey likes to call it, never heard of it. So that's the update on that.
So Eric, why the shift in leadership on God of War Ragnarok?
It's always been a tradition here at Santa Monica to change the directors across the games. You know, we've had really good success with that. Corey's been the only repeat director, and you know, rightfully so. He's pretty damn good at what he does. So that's kind of what it is.
The important thing for us is to be able to kind of get a fresh perspective each time. But also, you know, a fresh pair of legs in the sense that you're really exhausted at the end of finishing one of these things. So you gotta calm somebody else into doing it, like him.
So Eric, what aesthetics or themes sort of resonate with you as a creator? I mean, I guess what I'm getting at is like, how do you see yourself leaving your fingerprints on God of War Ragnarok?
It's kind of the designer in me wants to answer one way, but as a director, you have to answer a different way. I think you have to learn how to jettison your own profession when you switch over to the director's role, which I'm sure Corey can understand. He kind of animated a little bit on God of War 2, and we kind of had to throw it all out, except for that sneaky backflip that Kratos has never done again that we left in. That's the perk of being the director, I guess. But you know, from my point of view, like we want to tell a very heartfelt and epic story as, you know, a father and son go on a journey, and they kind of struggle with holding on to stuff and letting go of things. You know, it's a very difficult kind of human condition that we all deal with. And we kind of want to arrive at that by taking like slices of life or family, you know, drama, if you will, and kind of juxtapose that against big Norse backdrop. And, you know, at the end, we just want to have an ending that feels very, you know, surprising and inevitable based on all those things. But it's kind of, you know, I'm from the Midwest, so like slice of life, very common, mundane things are just as interesting as big world events. And so we try to collide those things together to, you know, make an experience that's very worthy of the God of War name.
So with the game officially being called God of War Ragnarok, I guess it doesn't take a genius to think that perhaps Ragnarok factors into this game in some manner. Can you confirm that, Eric?
Yeah, I mean, you can't call the game God of War Ragnarok and not have Ragnarok happen in the game. So, you know, it's going to happen. We're going to cap off the Norse series with it. And I think Chris Judge said it best in the announced trailer last year. Prepare yourselves.
The last game ended with a teaser of sorts for Thor. And I just got to know, was that Thor's voice we heard in the trailer just a few minutes ago?
That was definitely Thor's voice that we heard in the trailer. Thor's being played by Ryan Hurst. Which you might know him from Sons of Anarchy. He played Opie, one of my favorite characters ever. And we're just delighted to have him come play in the God of War sandbox. And, his take on Thor and our take visually on Thor is very different than the hunky Australian you might know. You know, he's much closer to the Norse mythology version. You know, he's this big, burly, almost hedonistic man-child, red hair, left-handed, just a little off kilter than the Thor that a lot of people know right now. So I can't wait for people to experience more of that when the game's done.
We also heard the name Odin in tonight's trailer. So I imagine if we're going to experience Ragnarok, Odin's going to have to play a pretty big role here, right?
Odin,
definitely. I mean, Odin is the Allfather of all the realms, so he's going to show up when Ragnarok happens. We're very, very happy to have Mr. Richard Schiff come on to play Odin for us. You may know him as Toby from The West Wing. This was one that we never thought was going to happen. It was like kind of a shot in the dark, and he got back to us, and we walked him around the mocap volume, and he was just like, I've never done anything like this before. Let's do it. And so the kind of rest is history. So I can't wait for people to experience that and see how he factors in. And it's a very different take, again, much like Thor. He's like a old man who's just kind of busy with his own things and doing whatever he wants. And he doesn't live in a castle or anything like that. So it's again, a different take, kind of what we do. We just take what's known and curveball it a little bit and, make it special.
We also saw a couple of new characters tonight. So
Один — это дед, который будет жить в замке.
Are you talking about the little squid? Oh no, you're talking about Tyr. Tyr, the big guy. Yeah. He's the Norse god of war, and Kratos and Atreus have finally found him. We talked a lot about him in 2018, so we were like, well, might as well show him to the people. And then the last character we saw at the trailer, with the little wink and smile from Angerboda. She's one of the last remaining giants. The story's pretty amazing how it fits into the world of God of War. Tyr is being played by Ben Prendergast, who's been completely absorbed in the role, even though he is not a giant as Tyr is. And then Angerboda is being played by Leia De Leon Hayes, who's a complete treasure on set. She's been amazing. Watching her chemistry with the other characters has been amazing. And she's one of the last giants that's living. So we have those characters and a few more. And, there's a lot of different monsters you saw in there. And there's been so many talented people at the studio building this trailer and putting it together. I just want to give a shout out to the team. I love you guys. I wish you could be here doing this interview with me. I wish you were all behind me right now at the studio. That would have been completely amazing. And, lastly, to our fans, we have a saying at the studio that we are fans of our fans. And I cannot wait to watch all the tweets, the messages, the reaction videos that you guys put out, and our team to be able to take that into heart and just get excited and hyped and use that to push us through the finish line for you guys. So, thank you very much.
Now, Corey, we haven't heard a whole lot out of you here tonight. So now that we know you're not directing God of War Ragnarok, I was hoping maybe you could give us a little clue about what you may or may not be working on next.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You'd like me to just spill the beans and tell you everything that's going on right now. We're actually doing a bunch of stuff. It's really exciting.
Кори Барвард нынче не директор Рагнарёка, я так понимаю, продюсер, а директор — это вот тот чувак.
Right now, specifically, mostly because we're really focused on God of War Ragnarok, that I am incredibly excited that I finally understand that that's what everyone was saying, God of War Ragnarok. I was way off. I was thinking it was something else that they were talking about. I think we'll wait to get any deeper into anything else until later. We'll talk again, Sid.
All right. Well, thank you, Corey, and thank you, Eric. And next up, we have Ryan Treadwell. He's the lead producer at Aspyr. And wouldn't you know, just a little while ago, we got the announcement of a remake for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So, Ryan, I guess my question is this like a remaster of the original game, or what's going on here?
It's so much more, Sid. This is a complete remake of this beloved Star Wars story. For Star Wars Knights of the Republic remake, we are rebuilding from the ground up while maintaining that integrity of story and character.
So Ryan, how much of a remake are we talking about here? I mean, is this updating some graphics, adding some higher resolution modes?
The original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is a true classic and one of our favorite Star Wars stories ever. We want to honor that original story and make it as impactful for players today. In terms of the visuals, we have an opportunity to present this story with a much higher level of fidelity than was possible in the past, while making sure that we're being authentic to what players loved about that original game.
So we know Aspyr from bringing classic Star Wars games to modern consoles, but this is a much bigger project than anything the studio's tackled before. So what can you tell me about the team behind the game?
You're absolutely right. While Aspyr has enjoyed a great relationship with Lucasfilm Games through our work bringing classic Star Wars games to new audiences on modern platforms, this project is on a completely different level to anything we have done before. That's why we knew we had to assemble the right team to do this project justice. We put together a team full of industry veterans from fan-favorite RPGs, even including the original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It has been a really rewarding experience to assemble such a talented team to bring back an epic game. Of course, we're also working closely with the amazing teams at PlayStation and Lucasfilm Games. Together, we couldn't be more excited about what we'll be able to show you in the future. All of us are, of course, huge Star Wars fans too. One of the nice parts about building a team to make a big Star Wars game is the ability to instantly bond with all the new people of your favorite aspects of Star Wars. We all have different Star Wars memorabilia behind us in every call, and it always sparks up a good conversation.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Very exciting stuff, and I'm definitely dying to see more of that one.
Thank you, Sid. It will be some time before we're ready to show more, but we're very excited about being able to reveal more in the future.
All right, and that's it for our show. You can catch up on all the big news on PlayStation.blog and check out all the trailers from tonight's PlayStation Showcase on YouTube. Thanks for watching.
PlayStation.
Короче, с новым режимом там разбираюсь, в ОБС, периодически вылетает микро. Короче, в общем, поняли мы из трансляции, что одна игра только огонь. И, в принципе, она оправдала ожидания по картинке, по вообще по всей этой динамике, которая там происходит. Это охеренно. Потом, что мне интересно. Гран-туризмо круто, красиво, здорово, но кольцевые немножко не мое вообще, как бы эти, как он называет, симулятор. Это очень такая задротная история, но если в нее углубиться, то можно просто в ней утонуть, я не спорю. Вот. Но я больше любитель, ну ты понимаешь, мы, да, Логан и Веном еще. Вот. Мы с тобой жили в Бернауте, и вот то, что сейчас сделали Horizon, они по сути сделали охеренный Бернаут. Нормальными тачками, с настоящими марками. Я бы вот был бы рад, если бы Horizon вышел на бокс. Ой, точнее на Sony. Вот. А пока мы только можем отдавать Uncharted на ПК и прочее. Ну не знаю. Я как бы понимаю политику Sony, они хотят бабла срубить. Пусть срубают, что. Это их как бы франшиза, но из-за этого будет, конечно же, отток. Alan Wake, да, но он, сразу скажу, он будет с очень устаревшей графикой, потому что он взят еще с Xbox 360, то есть через поколение назад. Вот. Так как он был эксклюзивом, ты замечаешь вот эту вот игру Xbox, игру Microsoft и Sony. И возвратись, пожалуйста, вот к тому ролику, который был в начале презентации. Они играют в шахматы, да? Тем самым, выставляя фигуры на доску, они отдают эксклюзивы. И вот мы отдаем, наша комьюнити Sony отдает Uncharted, нам отдают Alan Wake. Такой баш на баш. Мы тоже им отдаем Uncharted там, с позапрошлого поколения, с третьей Соньки, получается. Ну, вот. То есть там будет полная, я так понимаю, коллекция. Я не думаю, что там будет четвертая и вот это вот Last Legacy. Мне кажется, там будет полный боекомплект. Там же еще трилогия перед этим. Если это все на ПК уйдет, ну, может быть, будет какой-то приток ПКшников на плойку. Но мне так не кажется, потому что 5 денег стоит. Не, ну Tekken МГС, видишь, это же не студии Sony. Вот. Тот же Детройт, да. Изначально он вообще позиционировался как эксклюзив для плойки. Но у Quantic Dream кончается договор, а он, видимо, был такой кабальный, что невыгодно было Quantic Dream существовать в такой кабале. И они отпочковались и стали как независимая студия. Ты думаешь, какого хера засуетился Кодзима? Его попытались выкупить из Sony. Он же засуетился, у него были вопросы, что, может быть, он все-таки на Microsoft перелезет. Значит, все-таки есть какие-то моменты, что не так удобно работать с Sony. Вот, очень жадно. А вот эта вот история, когда Джим Райан сказал, что если ты покупаешь на PlayStation 4 Forbidden West, то апгрейд ты берешь потом бесплатно на 5-ю плойку, а потом херак они переобуваются и говорят, что апгрейд стоит не 5000, а 6200. То есть на косарь 200 ты должен затариться, чтобы иметь обе версии, тогда тебе апгрейд не нужен. А иначе апгрейдиться ты будешь за отдельную бабу. Вот. Комьюнити возмутились, залупились, и Джим Райан сразу переобулся в очередной раз, сказал, что его не так поняли, что на самом деле все бесплатно. Вот. Поэтому жадность, она начинает как бы это поглощать корпорацию. Они насмотрелись на EA, мне кажется, на Ubisoft, как они бабло зарабатывают. Вон сколько миллиардов, 4 миллиарда, по-моему, подняли ребятки с 2013 года на одной игре, ничего не делая. Они сидят, жопу чешут, ничего не производят, они только делают контент внутри сетевой игры GTA 5. Она через поколение уже выходит на приставку. Вот. Ну, в принципе, так же, как и у Naughty Dog выходит тот же The Last of Us. Обновили они сейчас DPS 5. Или не обновили, я уж не помню. Но это тоже с PS3 история. Вот. Однако же транзакций в The Last of Us нет, а в GTA они есть. Ты можешь там покупать кредиты за реальное бабло. Чтобы на эти кредиты покупать всякую хрень. Они уже больше 4 миллиардов заработали долларов. Это как бы нехило. Даже для киноиндустрии. Поэтому на такие баблищи смотрят Sony и начинают думать, как бы им заработать. Не продать ли им игрульку одну и ту же еще раз, только уже пока боярам. Ладно, это все как бы общеизвестно. Мне все равно пока есть во что играть. И даже если God of War выходит не в 2021 году, я не расстроюсь. Так же, как и Forbidden West, я тоже не расстроюсь, потому что мне еще дохера в что надо поиграть. В тот же The Last of Us 2 я еще даже не приступал. Вот. Ладно. Наверное, пора заканчивать болтовню. Давай, рад был попереписываться. Насчет воскресенья нужно будет подумать. Спишемся.